How's it going, everyone? I'm Adam Molina. Recently, Motorola announced two pairs of headphones, one of them being the Moto Pulse, which we already took a look at, the other being the Moto Surround. These are wireless earbuds that come in a form factor we're all pretty much familiar with at this point. It's just two earbuds attached to a neck guard or collar thing that has everything built in here. For $70, are they any good? Let's find out. When you open the box, you'll get the headphones front and center. Next come the few accessories that they come with, which include a conveniently short micro USB charging cable, two extra pairs of ear tips, and a small cardboard box that has the warranty information and the instruction booklets inside. The hard plastic of the neck piece feels brittle, but is actually quite flexible. It has a rubberized grip on the back so you can get a better hold on it, and magnets on both ends allow you to attach the earbuds to them when not in use. Although it does work for the most part, I found that the magnets were a little too weak and the earbuds fell off more often than I would have liked. Thankfully, they're attached to the neck piece with flat rubberized cables. If you haven't noticed, Motorola uses a lot of rubber and plastic here, which is a good thing since the Moto Surround are completely sweat-proof and have an IP57 rating. Still, it does have its drawbacks. While running, I found that initially the headphones worked great, but soon after I had a problem keeping the earbuds in my ears. It turns out the more you sweat, the more slippery the plastic earbuds get. Who would have thought? Sure, it's great that they don't get damaged at all, but in the end I just ended up letting them dangle around my neck because they refuse to stay in. So if you're looking to use these while running, make sure to at least wear a headband. Besides that, the neckband does a very good job at gripping to your neck, and because of that, these are good if you just want a comfortable pair of buds to wear at your desk or while commuting. On the right side of the neckband, you'll find all of the controls, including the playback controls, volume controls, and the power button. The only button on the left side of the neckband is the talk button, which lets you answer phone calls, but you can also hold down the same button to activate the voice control, which works with Siri, Google Now, and even Cortana. Connectivity was my favorite part of these headphones by far. Normally with Bluetooth, there's always a blind spot of signal where if I keep the source device in my back left pocket or strapped to my right arm, music playback gets all wacky and starts skipping, and it's really annoying. That said, I experienced none of that with the Moto Surround. Motorola claims a range of 150 feet, and in our testing we found that claim to be completely accurate. I placed my phone on the other side of the house and still had a perfect connection. In fact, I had to take several steps outside the house before it began to skip at all. I'm not sure why you'd want such a crazy range if you're going to be using these for running, since the source device will most likely be on your person, but if you plan to use these for everyday use, then that's a feature I want in all of my headphones. As an added bonus, Motorola even adds a helpful voice that lets you know what the battery level is when you turn it on. In terms of battery life, Motorola claims that the Surround have enough juice to give you about 12 hours of constant music playback, 15 hours of talk time, and up to 30 days of standby time. Obviously, I couldn't test the standby time, but in terms of music, 12 hours was completely accurate. The Moto Surround lets you choose between 3 different EQ profiles by simultaneously pressing both volume buttons. The helpful little voice says EQ changed, but unfortunately she doesn't tell you which EQ setting you're in, so you'll have to rely on your own ears to let you know whether you're in bass, brilliant, or Moto Signature Sound mode. I kept the setting on Moto Signature Sound mode for most of the testing, since bass and brilliant mode seem to be slightly too extreme in the lows and the highs for a fair review. The lows weren't exactly clean, but for the most part they weren't sloppy. In songs with a lot of low end like Hotline Bling by Drake, the bass isn't really easy to follow, but it doesn't get in the way of anything else at all. It has a solid presence and doesn't try to be anything more than it is. To me, that's a plus. Similar to the Moto Pulse, the Moto Surround definitely puts an emphasis on the mids, which is a good thing if you listen to melodic songs or plan on taking a lot of phone calls with these, since that's where the vocals are. A good example of this are the vocals in What You Know by Two Door Cinema Club, where there are tons of things going on in terms of instrumentation, but the vocals of Alex Trimble come across perfectly with nothing in the way. Motorola was equally aggressive with the highs, as there are very few songs that I found to be uncomfortable. They pulled back on the high end quite a bit, which is both a blessing and a curse, but I suppose if you're going to be using these mainly for running, you probably don't want too many piercing sounds in your ears anyway. In the end, Motorola made a solid sounding pair of headphones for anyone looking to go wireless. Sure, they're not perfect, but is anything really perfect? At $70 you get a good sound with some good features, but if you're looking to use these for any kind of intense exercise like running, you might want to check out our list for the best headphones for running first. A small workout shouldn't cause any problems, but anything that involves a lot of sweat is definitely going to give you some issues. We're giving the Motorola Surround a 7.9 out of 10. That about wraps up our review for the Motorola Surround. If you want to know more, check out the full written review over at SoundGuys.com. While you're here, be sure to give us a couple thumbs up. Let us know we're doing a good job. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're feeling extra daring, sign up to our newsletter so you can stay up to date with all the newest reviews and audio news here at SoundGuys. I'm Adam Molina. I'll see you later.